Welcome, casual blessed adventurer in Mom's basement. I'm your host, DirtyHotte, and today, because I want to make my mom proud, I'm sharing with you DirtyHotte's casual gearing cheat sheet to show you filthy casual, because I'm also filthy casual, how to gear up in Bless Unleashed, the casual edition. Let's do this. Okay, let's talk about gearing for casuals in Bless Unleashed, because my last YouTube Bless Unleashed video about my Crusader build was pretty successful. You can see it here, click it. Yeah, so as requested in the comments, gearing for casuals seems to be a high point or a big question, and I understand why, because I'm also casual, and like when you're, let's say, level 30 in Bless Unleashed, that's when you really hit a wall, okay? Like leveling speed, where to get gear. Nobody is holding your hand and telling you that. But that's what I'm here for. Your host, DirtyHotte, holding your hand. Very carefully, with a lot of love. I'm holding your hand for all your casuals, and we're talking about casual gearing today. That's how I hold your hand. So let's switch over to the cheat sheet. Yeah, we have a cheat sheet once again. Isn't that beautiful? I want to start with the basics, okay? Level 1 to 25. I know it's pretty easy for everybody, but just to give you the basics, okay? So gear for level 1 to 25 can be obtained by story quests, side quests, the regional quests. You see all the nice icons over there, and also field bosses. Everything while playing the story is good enough for that level range. Everything that drops, okay? So from level 1 to 25, you're pretty much set. And if you want to make your life even easier, here's a little tip, because I did that as well. If you're low level, buy a B tier weapon at the marketplace for a reasonable price, that is. So let's say 30 to 40,000 seeds. That's what I would call a reasonable price, with attack power on it. And upgrade that one to the maximum epic level. So like that bow here in the picture, Petrol's bow +5, and I can show you in game, because I was going to the marketplace and for a reasonable price, because there's no level limit, okay? So there's no level limit on the weapon. I just bought that Petrol's bow, upgraded it to +5, and it has also attack power +300 something. That's pretty good, and that thing carries you a long way, okay? I mean, until level 30, we're basically set with the weapon. You can even upgrade it a little bit further, because I think when you upgrade epic stuff, it can't fail, it can't be damaged, you're safe. Yes, you might burn some material, but nothing too crazy, okay? Nothing too crazy. With that said, let's go over to the cheat sheet again, because that's the basic. I just wanted to talk briefly about it. Now let's talk about level 25 and beyond. You might say now, I didn't hit a wall at level 25. That's right, because you will hit that wall with level 30, and then it's even worse. So better be prepared for level 30 and beyond, and start doing that at level 25, because that's when it gets interesting. But let's talk about what gear you want to have. Number 1, you want to have upgradable gear. What do I mean by that? Can you see my mouse? Yes, the mouse is back. Upgradable gear means you want gear with that bars here. So that's upgradable gear. Gear where you can go from common to epic to legendary, all the way to mythic by upgrading it. What you want to do, you want to start with B tier and work your way to A tier with B tier gear. I know it sounds a bit complex, but we get to that, okay? What I mean by that is B tier is the first tier of gear I would recommend you can upgrade. Okay, it will, everything below it's not worth it, I'd say. So B tier is something you can upgrade, and you can safely go to, let's say, epic +5 without any danger of breaking that and having to repair it. That's I might be a lucky guy, but that's what happened to me. I never damaged one of those. When you go to legendary, the story is a little bit different, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Today it's about casual gearing. Oh, and if you like, by the way, if you like the cheat sheet approach and also the casual approach, please leave a like, because that greatly helps out Mom's Basement and myself. Because for every like, Dirty gets a cookie from Mom. I messed that up. Anyhow, just leave a like. If you hate my cheat sheets, by the way, leave a like as well. And if you don't care, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Okay? Cool. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about upgrade priority. So what do you want to upgrade first? It's always the same priority as I upgrade your weapon first, followed by chest and pants. Because the weapon by far gives you biggest boost to gear score, followed by the chest and the pants, and then the lesser parts you can upgrade them later. They aren't that much of a priority, okay? Let's say if you have lesser parts that are below epic +5 and everything else is epic +5 or higher, of those 3 parts, yeah, then upgrade the lesser parts because of, as I said before, you can't break anything. That's the safe course. Then here's a little reminder, okay? I think maybe you know it, maybe you don't know it, but it's important. The reminder, you can upgrade Great, Common to Mythic. So Great is here the color, basically. Blue, purple, gold, and then it's red, something crazy is Mythic. But you cannot upgrade the tier. Okay, so you can't upgrade B tier to A tier. I think most players know that, but for the casuals like me, like you, just something to keep in mind. So what I mean by that, even if you get your hands on a, let's say, on a green A tier item, I don't even know if that exists, but if you get your hands on an upgradable A tier item with green, great, okay, you can upgrade it. That's much cheaper than buy, let's say, a big one, okay? So now we talked about what gear you want to go for. Now where to get that gear. That's where matchmaking comes into place. That's when you want to run dungeons, okay? That's, by the way, that's H on PC, the button. So do dungeons and time dungeons with 25 and above. Because that's where, for sure, you get 1 upgradable piece of gear per run in dungeons. And in time dungeons, you also get an additional chest. They changed it, I think, a few days ago, so you only get two additional chests in your inventory per day, something like that. Maybe that they change it back, not clear about that. But yeah, that's for upgradable gear. That's where you want to run dungeons. I don't know for 100%, but I think it can also drop upgradable gear very randomly through other activities. But dungeons and time dungeons, it's 100% that you get upgradable gear, okay? So do these with level 25 and above. I even would say do it a little bit earlier. We talk about that, or I will do some after the cheat sheet. So this is the source for upgradable gear. A little tip, looking up mechanics for dungeons before you matchmake for them is highly recommended. If I play with other casuals in matchmaking and somebody says he doesn't make know the mechanics, I'm basically willing to explain that also with the in-game chat, no problem, but a lot of people will just vote kick you. I'm sorry for that. That's just my experience, okay? Yeah, as I told about, start with B tier and then go to A tier, because you need upgraded B tier gear basically to run A tier dungeons, okay? I don't talk about S tier right now because that's way above the casual for now. So B tier starts dropping at Crimson Waterfall, and A tier starts at the Dreamscale Ruins Sundered Sanctuary. Also an easy to do dungeon with a solid group of randoms, okay? That's doable. Then here's another additional tip, because a lot of people will recommend that. The marketplace. Yes, you can buy upgradable gear on the marketplace, and I do it all as well. But yeah, look for gears, look for pieces where you had bad luck for drops. Just look at the marketplace from time to time and see if you can snatch a deal, okay? But I try, as a casual, I try to avoid getting all that gear from my marketplace, because I simply don't have the seeds, and this is not a guide about how to make seeds. Let us switch in game quickly, because regarding being a casual, you might only have like 1 or 2 hours a day of gaming, maybe 3 hours. Everything above, I don't know if that's casual anymore daily. So regarding stuff at the marketplace and being a casual, what you want to do if you have the time, at least log in, and what you can do daily is go to the Starseed exchange and use all your possible exchange gold to starseeds that you can do daily. I said that in Dirty's 5 beginner tips over there. I mentioned that as well, okay? Okay, so back to the cheat sheet. We're nearly there. Because it's for casuals, I know, if you're the 1% elitist, okay? I know that this might not be interesting for you, but just totally fine. Anyhow, just leave a like to support us filthy casuals. So you get dungeon mates in the future. Okay, next up. So now I said we want to go for upgradable gear. We get that gear in dungeons and time dungeons. That's what you want to run. And then you need also material to upgrade the stuff. Okay, so how do we get that material? Number one, yes, salvage all the gear you don't need, but you get. So obviously you can salvage the gear from those dungeon runs, which you don't need. And if you can sell it and don't have an unbind scroll like that. But you can also get additional upgrade material and salvageable gear through field bosses. And at least do the weekly ones, okay? So like the Harpy Queen and the Spider Queen and the Cyclone, the one-eyed guy, okay? Not the one from X-Men, the one from Bless Unleashed. Do regional quests, okay? Those are also really good for SXP, so for your skill experience, because they give good skill experience, and you won't get a lot of skill experience if you get even any from dungeons, okay? That's a problem. So you don't get much experience from dungeons. That's where you want to run your regional quests and field bosses. So regional quests are really the best for leveling your skills, especially later on. Yeah, do your prestige quests, at least the weekly version. The repeatable, I'm not so sure. And then you can also do the invasions. I think the first invasions per week, so also like a weekly thing, also can drop upgradable gear from time to time, but I'm not 100% sure on that, okay? So your focus for gearing should really be dungeons and time dungeons. So it's good to get in touch with that pretty early on. Do I have another tip? I have another tip. I have an optimization tip. Yeah, look at the jewelry and what runes you need. That's a bit later for min-maxing, okay? What do I mean by that? I don't know if you know it, because I just learned that like a few days ago. Let me show that in-game, okay? With the runes, I mean jewelry, like this one, okay? I have the Horde ring, and you can see increased PvE gold gain is active because I have gear with that purple rune, but I don't have 2 runes with that white, so the increased critical hit rate is inactive right now. So what you want to do is you want to look, if that's possible, okay? You want to look for upgradable gear, because only upgradable gear has those runes, and then see that you have those runes across all your gear, that you activate your jewelry, okay? That's a little pro tip here. You can also go to your character overview and you can see how many from each rune you have with the current gear. And if I actually use that ring, like this, you can also go back. You can see what you're missing also on your overview and what you have. Little pro tip here for free, coming to you from Mom's Basement to you, from your host DirtyHotte. And if you like free pro tips like that, leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified for more free pro tips. Yeah, so far, that's it. DirtyHotte's casual gearing gear. Which is bullshit. I wanted to say that's it. DirtyHotte's casual gearing cheat sheet. I'm taking you by your hand, helping you to get started gearing up for endgame content in Bless Unleashed the casual way. I hope this one helps you out, and if it does, again, leave a like. Let me know in the comments if I missed something, if I had wrong information for that. Yeah, that's it so far regarding the cheat sheet. And if you're 1%er and want to tell how you farm S-tier gear, let me know in the comments as well, and I do a cheat sheet on that one as well. So that's it for the cheat sheet. I hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. Come to you once again from Mom's Basement. I'm your host, DirtyHotte. See you next time.